Good morning, everybody. So, today the theme of the gathering is basically commerce, and the theme of my session are corporate systems, the ideals they function upon, and their relationships with society. Now, let us talk about the proposed question first. And in its exact words, the question is values or valuation. What is the guiding force for an ideal corporation? And it only takes a little amount of study and understanding of how corporate systems work to know that the ideal corporate system is always driven by values. When we talk of valuation versus values, we talk of the evolution of corporate systems from shareholder capitalism to stakeholder capitalism. Shareholder capitalism is the outdated model that dominated 20th century finance and had one rule in its operating system only: to maximize profits. Now, systems work best when they're simple, and that is an incredibly simple system, and it works incredibly well to do what it is designed to do, regardless of whatever consequences, intended or unintended, it might have, including but not limited to environmental damage, human rights exploitation, and loss of product integrity, and also messing around with the returns and investment numerator denominator, that is reducing your environmental benefits, your social benefits, and your cost in order to increase your company's valuation or its profit or its net worth. When we talk of stakeholder capitalism, by stakeholders we mean the planet, the people, the consumers, the employees, and of course the shareholders. We talk of a system that works for the benefit of its stakeholders. We talk of a triple bottom line, that is profit, people, and planet. We talk of a system that runs around values. And by values, I don't only mean the so-called virtues that help a company in its day-to-day functioning, like its integrity or its transparency or its work culture. I also mean the relationship with society, their willingness to provide social benefits, their unwillingness to compromise on their integrity, their fulfillment of legal and statutory responsibilities along with their social responsibilities. All of this at the cost of maybe a little profit. So the question is, why should a company divert from its primary objective and dilute its resources to a host of denominators? And for that answer, we turn to the third part of the question, an ideal corporation. An ideal corporation is one that has a positive public image, that has its own moral and social conscience, that fulfills its social responsibility, has a solid work culture, and is sustainable in terms of both profit and survival, something which is impossible without a work culture or sponsorship from the grassroots. The fact is that we are at an incredibly important time in history. The sooner we learn that the ideal corporation is driven by values, the sooner we understand how to marry the power of business with the purpose of civil society, the better our future will be. Thank you.